everyone, I want to talk a little bit today about, are you doing enough to get to that next level? Now that's the question that a lot of parents have, especially at the 13, 14, 15, and 16-year-old levels, because that's when kids really decide if they really want to try to play at the college level or if they just want to stop and do something else. And a lot of kids, they get to that big field, it's a little intimidating, and they really don't know the next steps. So parents start to just throw money at certain things, hoping that something will stick and their player will have an advantage over the player next to them. Now here's the reality. It doesn't matter if your player has an advantage over the player next to them at that exact moment. You don't have to be better than the next guy at 13 years old. You have to be better than that next guy if you're talking about maybe going to University of Florida, University of Miami. You have to be better than that next guy when you're 16, 17 years old. That's really the step. So if you're 13 years old, I would put into place a plan, a program to create better habits so that when you get to that 16, 17-year-old level, if you're good enough, which means you have to have the tools that these colleges are going to project for you to be able to compete and play at a high level for their teams, you need to stop everything and just focus on those things. Don't worry about playing as much. Obviously, playing is very important. You need to learn how to play the game the right way. But the training is the most important thing, and being able to train the right way, finding the most professional coaches, and letting them work with your kid. Because the players that I've trained that have been the best have been the ones that have put in the most time, day in and day out. They've had the most professional coaches working with them, and they were elite athletes already. Those kids developed. They might not have been elite at 13, but as they got older, their body started to develop, and that fundamental base that they created translated. So that's why they went to college. Some of them are playing professionally now, but what they did day in and day out when they're 13, 14, 15 years old allowed them to get that opportunity because they were good enough when they're 16, 17, 18 years old. A college wanted to put money into them, and then now they're playing at the highest level. So focus on fundamentals, focus on doing things the right way, get around the right people, and that will create good habits going forward so that you can maximize your potential.